The presidency announced Wednesday night that President Cyril Ramaphosa and Democratic Alliance leader John Steenhuisen had finally met. Since the recent signing of the expropriation bill into law had caused tensions to resurface within the government of national unity, Steenhuisen had suggested that he speak with Ramaphosa. Please kindly subscribe to our channel. Do not forget to like this video. Thanks. According to an IOL article on Tuesday, DA leader John Steenhuisen claimed to have learned about Ramaphosa's decision to sign the contentious Land Expropriation Act into law on social media and chastised him for ignoring his government of national unity, GNU allies. It's not being a good steward or a good partner of the GNU when you make decisions and don't consult the rest of your party, the parties in the coalition, without even giving the leaders a courtesy call, knowing how contentious the expropriation bill has been, Steenhuisen stated during a media briefing on Tuesday. Following 5 years of contentious discussions and disputes amongst political parties, Ramaphosa signed the measure on January 24th. Steenhuisen and Ramaphosa had a private meeting on Wednesday night after the latest flare-up, but no officials from either side were permitted to attend, according to presidency spokesman Vincent Magwenya. On Wednesday, the president and Minister Steenhuisen had a private lunch together. No authorities, just the two of them. Only the two of them were there. None of us were, according to the president's report, which Minister Steenhuisen will undoubtedly share with me. The meeting went really well. There was consensus regarding the use of the GNU clearinghouse and the need to address consent issues. In a sense, there was no blood on the floor. In my opinion, we must be honest and acknowledge that disagreements may arise, but we must never assume that the GNU is going to disintegrate just because one party threatens to leave. It won't fall apart. Magwenya said that the meeting's results are very positive. He continued. The president left that meeting with a lot of energy. Although I did not witness Minister Steenhuisen, I will accept the president's description of the meeting, which said that it was very engaging, convivial, and that there was agreement on a number of subjects, Magwenya added. Other political parties and human rights organizations have strongly opposed the measure, which aims to provide a legal framework for land expropriation for public reasons. While some opposed any kind of land expropriation without compensation, others said that the law did not go far enough in promoting land redistribution. The presidency has once again confirmed that on Wednesday evening, President Cyril Ramaphosa met with John Steenhuisen, the head of the Democratic Alliance, DA. Presidency spokesman Vincent Magwenya acknowledged that Ramaphosa and Steenhuisen had a private meeting to discuss their disagreements in an interview with Newsroom Africa. Additionally, he gave his word that the GNU is not in danger of going down. The GNU clearinghouse is a dispute resolution mechanism where party political issues that are in dispute, especially within the GNU context, are ventilated and discussed, Magwenya said. You will not have Cabinet Lakatla talking about the GNU's unity, which has never been in question despite the recent flare-up. The GNU is still very strong and united, and it is only natural that you get these flare-ups when you consider the history of these parties and the different ideological positions, he continued. Magwenya said there were open channels inside the GNU and Ramaphosa and Steenhuisen met to clear the air after the flare-up. The president today, Wednesday, had lunch with Minister Steenhuisen, just the two of them. No authorities, just the two of them. It was just the two of them. None of us were present. According to the president's report, which Minister Steenhuisen will undoubtedly share with me, the meeting went really well. He remarked, there was no blood on the floor, so to speak, because there was an understanding about how issues of consent need to be addressed, the usage of the GNU clearinghouse. I believe we must be honest and acknowledge that disagreements may arise. But we should never assume that the GNU is going to disintegrate just because one party threatens to leave. It will not fall apart.